So, you about to play this game, and I'm going to discuss the link. Yeah, I'm going to discuss the Rolo McCann's link. It was an interesting link. You know, the boys talking about, basically they use Tom Brady as the example that, getting that women have changed up and their behavior towards being loyal towards one man, especially in America, basically. So the thing is, Rolo, it's interesting how Rolo talked about, he didn't really discuss too much about, you know, his dealings, but he did say that he's in a closed marriage, but McCann's just brought up he had a girlfriend. He never brought up anything about marriage, and he brought up his girlfriend's story about, McCann's brought up his girlfriend's story about having to look at what his girlfriend was doing on her phone as far as taking pictures for Snapchat or something, and he had to ask her what she was doing that for, and she was like, "Oh, the man that adore me online, or like my pics online, or like my photos online, or try to contact me online through whatever social media website, like, you know, I think Rich Kid just met a chick on a social media website. Currently, he's trying to get at right now. So yeah, you got different social media sites and apps that people trying to get at these chicks, DMs, numbers, and trying to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a big thing, because, you know, any baddie chick could put a picture and number online, email, and get a bunch of DMs, and it makes you wonder, you know, what does Tom Brady DM look like versus Gazelle's DMs on whatever social media websites you want to say that's big for DMs. It seems like the biggest DM website is IG, and then after that, maybe DM website, even maybe TikTok. Reddit is even a slept on DM website. Reddit. But yeah, all these websites are, you know, DM based. The DM base for IG comes from the IG model thing. You never hear about TikTok models. You never hear about YouTube models. But you do hear IG models. You never hear about any of these apps being catered towards models. But for some reason, the IG app is catered towards models. That's why you always hear the term IG model. You never hear any other model terms associated to any, well, maybe a porn model. You don't even hear a porn model, but your IG model, that's it. So yeah, IG is a model based site, and I can see how women would cater to that think they're all models. they're all beauty models, you know. A lot of them think that, so I can see women get in touch with IG because it's a model website. But yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get to this game. But yeah, mechanics. And also, it's interesting how mechanics, you know, talked about how the game is like kind of flip where women want to see how it was for to be men and having all these options to choose from and deal with, like, you know, for example, Megan Thee Stallion is doing, even Cardi B slightly doing that. Didn't she switch up from her hubby to NFL kid receiver who already has, you know, kids with even other chicks himself? So yeah, that's just an example of, you know, and it's interesting how Nicki Minaj don't really have any kids. Megan Thee Stallion don't either, so that is interesting. Cardi B, but was able to pull out a few, but so far. So let's go. So we play at home, so what jersey we go rock? What jersey we go rock? Yeah, they got 3 choices. We like that. Orange could be their home, blue could be their away. Virginia. Let's get it. So yeah, Rolo. Really broke down that, you know, the red pill is like they said it was like a pushback towards feminism, but he was like, it's more than that. He was like, it's overall could be almost anything. Manosphere type topics even just related more to men, more so than women, but McCants was saying feminism is a kind of pushback.
What do you think, Bill? I'll really be watching the matchup at the 4 spot.
Rolo was saying it was more about like MGTOW and other like organizations that's more of a pushback towards feminism and not necessarily red pill.
Very difficult to stop. Irwin is also a capable power forward.
It's interesting how they use, you know, Brady as a prime example, as most dudes are cooked when it comes to the marriage market, maybe even shit, the dating market, especially to get the most aesthetically pleasing looking chicks, the ones that, you know, looks more model-y-ish, but yeah, man, I don't know what to think. But yeah, it's that's what it is on that. And what else they talked about? Yeah, Rolo brought up all the different types of arrangements, open, closed, and then he brought up, oh, a dude think it's closed, but it's open on her end because she still advertising herself on IG. Yeah, they brought up that as a big thing. Would you get rid of your IG for a certain dude, or your social media presence for a certain dude? And most people said no. Said most women said no.
to their advantage. He said they couldn't think of another squad that could match their team's speed, and he wants to make sure that shows tonight by getting out on the break and showing how fast this game can be played. Guys?
Thanks, Tracy. Florida State takes its first timeout of the game. Getting set to inbound the ball. Grundy inbounds the ball. Out of bounds. Touch last by Virginia. No one was open, and they'll turn it over on the 5-second play. A great hustle by the defender. No matter what, he wasn't going to let his man shake loose. Stolen away by Grundy. Shooting 2. He misses the first. Going to come away empty from the line. Scores the opening field goal. He's got 2. Howard catches it. Top of the field. Puts it up. Off the mark with the free throw. That was a much quicker shot than they might have liked. It was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault it. Nice job on the assist. They ran out in front, drive through it. Put away. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Rob inbounds the ball. Powell, the crossover. Swings it to the right way. Rob from 17 feet out. Hess grabs the rock. Hess went after that rebound hard. Great work. Dunning has it. Outright. Dees, top of the key. Grundy takes the shot. The three-pointer is off the mark after the upgrade by 2. They're still out in front by 2. The steal by Florida State. Catches it outright. Grundy beats it to the top of the key. Fires. Good from three-point range. They go up by 7. And the run finishes in close. But they're still behind by 5. Right around 10 minutes left in the half. From deep. The offensive rebound by Grundy. Picks it up. Gets the second with ball as well. Brock, inbound to the ball. Stolen by Cool. The kids, before they even would hit them, he made off with that one. Dangerous pass. Left block. Dishes it to the left wing. Grundy. Sinks it. They now have a double-digit lead. The Cavaliers.
Let's go!
Well, let's get back to the action. Inbounds the ball. Mason with the pass. Augustine. He's big, but he can finesse in the layup when he needs to. Wonderful touch for the big man. Bounces it to the top of the key. Grundy shoots. Distance of 2 feet out. They've still got an 8-point lead. shoots the three. Got it. They're now behind by 5. Under 9 minutes left in the half. Skip pass, low block. He got fouled and still almost made it. The road line for 2 shots. And he makes the first. He gets the vote. And Brown inbounds the ball. Howell. Gets it. Right side. Dumps it down low. Last shot by him by Brown. He's a player, Bill, who can put the ball exactly where it needs to be.
No doubt, Vern. He leads his man so well, he couldn't help but drop it in.
Leads him in. Stolen away by Augustine.
I got a good entry pass, Vern. You just can't force it in there.
That's his first touchdown. First team down. He makes the first substitution with the Cavaliers. They'll bring on some two. Gets the second to fall as well. Dunning inbounds the ball. Right around 8 minutes left in the half. One deep. Passes to the top of the key. Cool has it. Left wing. That last shot never for three.
Rotate, find the open man, and cash it in.
Here is the break. Dumps it down low. Nice basket on the right. Yes.
What a great setup on that delivery. What a play.
Duncan. Hook three. Catches it. Top of the key. Releases. No good on the jumper by Carney.
You can't afford to spot the other team any more points, Vern. They're in danger of letting this game be over before the second half.
Dockery beats it to the top of the key. Hess hands it off. Leads him with the pass. Tommy hit on a chance for a three-point play.
Beautiful work to fight through that foul and get to the line for the three opportunity.
Backs on the free throw for the three-point play.
The Virginia coach left the momentum slipping away from his team, and I'm sure he's hoping this time out will straighten them out.
Well, let's get back to the action. Carney inbounds the ball. Reed fires it way off court. The Cavaliers were the last ones to touch it, and they'll turn it over.
Oh, Vern, there was no communication on that play. This team needs to start playing together, not as individuals.
Right around 7 minutes left in the half.
They're playing a 2-3 zone, Vern, trying to take away their low post and force some jump shots.
Misfire on the last three by Hess.
The student section is whooping it up there. How much fun are they having?
They love their basketball here, Bill. These kids are always behind their team. Hess launches one from beyond the arc. Reed pulls it in. But they're still up by 9. Did something different that time. He's not usually a high-flying act.
But if no one's going to challenge him, look out below.
Florida State falls high. set to inbound the ball. Yeji inbounds the ball. Just over 6 minutes left in the half. Cool. Dishes for a side. Leach gets it. Left wing. Oh, what a delicate finger drop.
He's one of the best. Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Reed catches it down low. Duncan dumps it inside. Uses the crossover. Throws it up. The 11th quarter was good by Powell. They got it within 7. Florida State has had serious problems with their interior defense. And Tracy has a report from their bench.
The Seminoles coach is definitely aware of that problem. He told his assistants that they have to bring more defenders into the paint, even if it means leaving the perimeter open. Desperate measures here, Vern.
All right, Tracy. Corner. Grundy fires for 3. Connects. Grundy shooting 100% from downtown. Leach is whistled for reaching in, and that's his first foul of the game. Substitute Cavaliers going to shake things up a little bit with some subs. Duncan inbounds the ball. Passes it to the elbow. The 15-foot cashed in by Reed. He's got 8. Under 5 minutes left in the half. Grundy. Cool has it. Left wing. Dishes. Left wing. Hess. From deep. Augustine gets the board inside. He'll make that one most of the time.
But the team got a break on that one.
The steal by Leach. Augustine hauls it in. That's his 4th rebound thus far. Curry passes it up court. Reed snatches it down inside.
For the last line of resistance, you got to come strong with that color in there.
The steal by Virginia. Oh, the pass. And it's scooped up like that.
Wonderful job of running the basketball. Great pick.
Leads him in. Hook loose. And it's picked up by Florida State.
He was trying to thread the needle, Vernon. There just wasn't enough space for that pass.
Virginia is shooting itself in the foot with all the turnovers. Tracy has something for us.
The Cavaliers coach looked downright disgusted after that last turnover led to yet another opposition bucket. You know, 3 simple words and his guys on the floor. Protect the ball.
Thanks, Tracy. Last shot laid in by Reed. He was so smooth taking it in.
When a guy goes down hard in the hole, somebody's got to step in and stop him.
That's way off the mark. Right cool. Duncan inbounds the ball. substitutions. Has it. Upright. Here's the spin move. Ducks it off. White beats it to the top of the key. Right wing. Knocks it loose. And it's gathered up by Powell. The finisher. Lays it way down. But they're still down by 6. Leach inbounds the ball. 2:25 left in the first half. Dummy. Hands it off. Leach in the key, but that shot won't fall. Still a 6-point lead. Goes up. Can't convert. And go to the line for 2. Knocks down the first one. Second as well. The Florida State coach. He's shaking things up, and this could spell trouble for the other team. This group has a lot of team chemistry. Swings it to the wing. 2 minutes remaining. Dummy gets it. Right side. Curry snatches the rebound. It's 2-on-1. Goes up. Quick defensive reaction changed the trajectory. That's what great defenses do. Contest every shot. He makes the first. He gets them both. Dummy inbounds the ball. It's a 2-point differential. Hess. Howard gets the rebound. But they're still up by 2. Cross to tie the game. He gets hammered. With the basket. Knocks down the first one. The Seminoles will try to end this run. Catches it, right wing. Behind the arc. It was hit by Drew. It's 2-5 for Beat. Rob inbounds the ball. Howard dishes to the left side. Augustine takes it up. Augustine grabs the offensive rebound. That's why coaches want you to hit the glass when the shot is released. Good things happen when you keep that pressure on. Right wing. 8-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Howard dishes it to the left. Carries the 2-point game. They now trail by 1. Dr. brings it up court. It's second. It's knocked down by Duncan. With the floater. Looking in by Duncan. They're up 36-33. Howard lets it go. mistake kept the end. The Cavaliers will make some substitutions. Duncan inbounds the ball. Watches it. That's a half. Here headed to the locker room. Score 39-35. What do you think of the first half, Will?
I can't think of too much good to say about this game, so I'm going to make it in play-by-play and color.
And now it's time to show you our player of the half. Bill?
Yes, he's putting on a show, Vern. If you like offensive fireworks, then you must have had a lot of fun watching this guy in the first half. Whenever he has to get to the bucket, he'll do it. What a warrior.
Solid performance from our player of the half.
That's what it is. Yeah.